Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Beke here. So guys, I want to appreciate you all who subscribed to my channel the last days, the last weeks, and the last months. Yeah, and of course my OGs. I am grateful. I am ever grateful. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and thank you for stopping by to watch this video. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please consider subscribing. Support your girl. It's free. Yeah. So guys, in the last years, the last decades, interracial relationship has actually become so common, so popular that people often have different opinions as regards to interracial relationship. Most times based on personal view, most times based on personal experience, sometimes could be based on gathered information, and of course, oftentimes also based on bias. So I am just here to give you my own personal views and perceptions about interracial relationship. And of course, you're getting a first-hand information. In this case, I am making it a positive and negative side of interracial relationship. Not really because there are negative impacts of interracial relationship, but these are actually sometimes unforeseen circumstances or issues and stuffs that you do not see before you go into the relationship. Of course, it's more like a package. Every relationship is more like a package, just like same race relationship, interracial relationships also have their ups and downs. And that's what I am here to share with you guys. So guys, stay tuned. So guys, in my opinion, there are no specific positive benefits of interracial relationships except you are moving from places like Africa down to the western part of the world where you stand to enjoy every other benefits like every other person who migrated from Africa down to the west. Yeah, so you get to enjoy workable political system, functional economic system, and all that. Yeah. Besides that, there are no specific things that I can say. Yeah, I can tell you, yeah, go into interracial relationship because you stand to enjoy this. I don't know if you guys get me. Yeah, so that's my opinion. Except one is going into the relationship not for love, but for whatever reason, whatever benefits they've seen, then in that case, yeah, it's up to them. But if you're there for genuine reason, for the fact that you love your partner, then I don't think there is any special reason, any special um positive benefits attached to it. Every other benefit comes with time. As you spend time with your husband, your wife, or your partner, then you get to enjoy every other benefit, which sometimes comes from family. And of course, your personality attracts the rest of it. Yeah. So, in that case, one thing that I know for sure is if you've been welcomed into the family as part of the family, yeah, you don't have this fear of mother-in-law or somebody interrupting or telling you how things should be done or deciding for you, making decisions for you and stuff like that. Just like in Africa, sometimes unfortunately most people don't go into relationship when the mother-in-law is there because they have this phobia for mother-in-laws and their attitude, coming to say, maybe let's take for instance, a place is dirty, your home is dirty, for some reason you're busy, and then your mother-in-law complains that everywhere is scattered or dirty, stuff like that. You don't get to have that in interracial relationship. In that case, for you and your partner, it's your cup of coffee and it's no one's business. You guys should do it the way you want it. So that's one thing I know, that yeah, the interracial relationship is profitable for. Yeah. I want to create awareness to some people who are planning to go into interracial relationship or who are already in interracial relationship. I want to bring it to your notice that there are some unforeseen circumstances that you get to witness when you're already in the relationship, they are not so bad, but you just have to prepare yourself. This is not to demotivate anyone, but to get you ready, give you a foresight, and make you prepared so that when you relocate, you know what you're expecting. So those are the cons, those are what I term the cons or the negative sides of interracial relationship. Yeah, the first thing I would mention is know you that not everyone will support your relationship. It's possible that the family you're going into would not accept the fact that their son or daughter is choosing someone of different race. So you just have to prepare yourself in that case. Not to talk about your friends, it could cause sometimes commotion. You might have to, cut some chains of relationship because some people might not support your relationship, might not buy your idea. In that case, it doesn't matter. If you're there for love, if you love your partner, I think those things count less. But just that you know that not everyone would support your relationship. On the other hand, most people might start gossiping and spreading false information. Stuff like, yeah, he or she is in that relationship because they want to get citizenship, or they want to enrich themselves, or stuff like, yeah, it's just a contract relationship or contract marriage, saying that you and your partner signed some form of contract to stay together for 6 years or stuff like that, and after that your relationship goes by. So prepare yourself that you might hear stuff like that, things like that. Yeah. So the other big hammer on interracial relationship is the fact that you might not be having your family at your beck and call anymore. So let's take for instance, you're relocating from Africa to Europe to join your partner. It means you are leaving your mom, your dad, your siblings behind. And in that case, you're not going to be seeing them, you're not going to be assessing them as usual. So that can be mentally draining. You just have to prepare yourself. That's the purpose of this video, so that you get ready. In the end, sometimes when the relationship is actually based on love, you tend to forget the fact that there are things that come with that love. There are things you have to sacrifice. So prepare yourself and get ready to, you know, leave your family behind. That is not so easy, but yeah, if you love your partner, why not? If not, guys, it feels like I have tons and tons of of the negative sides of interracial relationship. Not because interracial relationship is not enjoyable or is not nice, but these are things that we do not actually foresee. As long as that love language is coming, we are blindfolded from every other aspect. That's why I decided to share that with you guys. So the other side of interracial relationship is the fact that you just have to adjust a few things, like the way you make fun. This is not too bad, but I think I should mention it just to enlighten someone, and of course make you prepared, and that you see things where you have to make some adjustments. Yeah, so in that case, I mean, coming from a place where you say anything, and as long as you and your partner understand yourselves and you know it's fun, stuff like in Africa we can say your big head, or yeah, your ears are long, your nose are big, your mouth, stuff like that. You could say it to your partner, and of course he or she will understand it to be fun, of course based on context. Yeah, but when you're in an interracial relationship, you have to be mindful of those things, because you're coming from two different cultures, and he or she from the western part of the world might not understand that to be fun. That's why I said you just have to make that adjustment. They may not perceive it to be fun. For us Africans, it's fun to say those things. It's fun to tell your hobby, or to tell your partner, shut up. get out, stuff like that. But if you say it to your partner who is a white man, he may not understand it, unfortunately. I mean, this could also be based on individual, and of course with time it gets better. With time, the white guy gets to understand how we Africans vibe, and of course you initiate him into the system. But in the beginning, you just have to make that adjustment. Anyway, let me not forget to mention the fact that language could be challenging. It could be one of the big challenges you would have. So if you are relocating from an English speaking country to a French speaking country, or a German speaking country, or Italian speaking country, stuff like that, it could be challenging, but not too bad. You just have to get ready. You just have to prepare yourself and make the adjustment to learn the language so that you integrate into the system. Else, that could also be a big challenge in interracial relationship. And yeah, of course, when you want to catch fun and make fun, unfortunately, if you don't understand the language, it could be a barrier. But like I said, you just have to make the adjustment and learn the language. I know it wouldn't be a news to tell you that, of course, you're going to be switching your feeding pattern, and your feeding habit is going to automatically change. Yeah, so that's not a news, but just that you know that those things could also be challenging. So you should prepare yourself. If you're the type that like to, continue consuming that which you like, you're not ready to integrate into the new system of feeding or stuff, or it's difficult for you, then you could prepare yourself, get those things from wherever you're relocating from, so you have enough of it until you're able to find a place. Because sometimes you have the challenge that you might not find places where those things are being sold in the country where you are moving into. So you just have to get yourself prepared for that. On the other hand, the weather is something you still have to also get ready for. Yeah, those are not really big deals, because anyone who is relocating should be ready for those things. Nevertheless, don't be surprised to be shocked by the culture. Yeah, every land, every country, every home, every state, continent, and all that, yeah, they have their culture, they have things that are peculiar to them. And of course, if you're going into interracial relationship, that is one thing you just have to open your mind to accept. Get ready to embrace those things, those shock, those culture shocks and all that. So you just have to build your own shock absorber so you could absorb the shocks when they come. I have made my first shock or my shock videos in Austria. So if you're interested, you could please watch it, so you get to know so you get to know some of my culture shock here in Austria. One shock I don't think I have mentioned to you guys. I mean, I knew that, but it was more like a challenge for me when I came, was the fact that you get to separate the waste, the trash. You have to separate them. It really took time before I could get used to the fact that I have to separate the perishable from the non-perishable, the plastic from metals and all that. So but now abuzimi. So guys, if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click the like button, and until the next video, see you guys. Ciao.